how y'all doing, man? CDL Money here, CDL Money. My name's Ivan Romance. I'm an author of 5 books. If you're a trucker, you like listening to audio books, check me out, man. I work write urban fiction, street books, stuff like that. I'm in an app called Article. Ivan Romance is my author name. IVAN Romance. Let's get straight into it, man. I'm actually driving the truck right now. I am driving. You can see Steve Burton. You ain't driving. Shit, look. This thing, but you ain't driving. Shit. I'm driving right now. I'm in my truck. Yes. I'm in the truck driving right now. You're not even see my truck. There. Yeah. You might see my truck driving. So, let's get into it. So, to the people that's graduated CDL school, or you got questions, or you probably in school, you wonder, is I'm gonna get a job? I'm gonna tell you my experience. I went to Snyder. That's how I went to. I got my CDL October the 24th. That is a Monday. This is 2022, 2022, and then I started work at Snyder. I went to Snyder school. I'm gonna start at Snyder at Halloween, October 31st, 2022. And that was a Monday. So yeah, within the week I got the job. I got my CDL, stuff like that. Cause I remember me being trucking school, we always talking about where you gonna work at, or if you pass, where you gonna go to, stuff like that. I went to 160 Driving Academy. My branch manager was like, hey, I'm gonna help you get a job. He didn't help me. He didn't help me at all. But I'm my own man. I wasn't too mad and nothing like that. I could find my own job. So what I did was just call it around, man. First I did get a job offer right away, man. When you get your CDL, remember, this is a skill. A skill pays the bills. And they need you out here. When you got skills, they need you. When I got my CDL, yeah, man, I got a job. My first job offer was from Western Express. I wasn't gonna go there because I had a friend of mine who worked there and stuff like that. That's like hearing things like, nah, bro, Western Express is a second chance company. You go there when you got bad driver record and stuff. So I'm like, well, I don't got that. I just graduated. You know what I'm saying? So I never forget. Like I said, after I got my CDL, man, I was happy. I still talk to people who I went to, I graduated trucking school with. Some people, I always got jobs, to be honest. Some people went to small companies. Some people went to JB Hunt. I went to Snyder. Some people just moved out of state or whatever. So it just depends on where you're gonna go. It's like the NBA draft, more of the trucking draft. Who's gonna pick you up? Where you gonna go? Cause you're gonna get drafted. You're gonna get a job. But where you gonna go? I was calling around after my branch manager. It took me about a couple of days. It took me Wednesday. That's when I got a job. I got a job. No, it was the next day. Yeah. Cause the first day I didn't call no one. I was just excited. I got my CDL, man. Shit. What happened, man? I got my CDL and shit like that. The first day, man, I didn't even have, be honest, man, I was broke, man. I didn't even have no money to go out to eat. Shit. I didn't have money to go out to eat or nothing like that. So I'm like, damn, man, we was going through it. So I'm like, man, whatever, man. You know, it is what it is. But yeah, hey, I got my CDL. Cause I remember being in trucking school, man, we all kept talking about, people kept saying, man, when I get my CDL, I'm going to, a lot of people talking about celebrating, going to strip clubs and all that. And I get it, because you put all that time and work into getting your CDL, man. That stuff can be stressful. Trucking school was stressful for a lot of us, man. So people was like talking about, like, oh, I'm going to a strip club, or I'm going out to Houston, go to strip club to celebrate, I'm doing this and then this and that. Shit. My celebration was getting a job. I was not worried about celebrating like that till I get my first check. So when I went to, I called Snyder the next day. I called Western Express. They hired me. They offered me a letter. And I was just like, what keep calling? I don't know why. I even had Snyder in my phone already. I don't know why. I forget why I put me down. But I don't know. I think I was calling, looking for jobs doing school too. That's probably why. and I say Snyder. And Snyder actually got a program for people straight out of school. Did I like Snyder? Yes, I did, because they literally got an unexperienced. If you don't have no truck experience out of school, they got an unexperienced program. So when I called, I told them, hey, I'm fresh out of 160 Driving Academy. They double checked and make sure that was true. I think so that was true. Hey, I got a job offer. They was like, hey, once you got the job, they gave my offer letter and my pay literally the same day. So literally that too, I got a job. Literally, I got a job the next day. Literally, the next day I got a job, full-time job, trucking job. So they shipped me out to Green Bay. I live in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. They shipped me out. They paid for my Greyhound and stuff like that. They shipped me out to Green Bay, Wisconsin. They're like 2 hours away. They put me in a nice hotel, man. They did. Let's talk about my experience. I think it's called the Tundra Lounge. It's like this wooden hotel, like a cabin type vibe, man. Like the whole building's like wood or whatever. But it was pretty nice. They fed us breakfast, lunch. You got to pay for your own dinner, and I actually got paid too, of course. I believe they paid us $500 a week or $480 a week or some shit. I forget. Like I said, it's been a long time since then. That was like over 3 years ago. And yeah, man, I just never forget when I got the class. I'm talking about my experience. When I got the class, I'm in a class. They got different groups. You got people that got unexperienced. They got people who got experience, but they just got to prove that you got to do a driving test and all that other stuff. So they put us on unexperienced. So it's kind of like trucking school again. Literally, like for the unexperienced on the driver's school. I'll never forget. They put us in a hotel room, fed us breakfast and stuff like that. They had a bus take us to Snyder campus, like the Snyder work, or like the main office, the place. And one thing funny about that, so I was supposed to go to another trucking school, right? But it was a smaller trucker school, but they didn't have their shit together, basically, to take the government funding, something like that. Snyder was a lot faster. Not Snyder, but 160 Driving Academy was a lot faster to have their stuff together. So I went with them. I never forget this. Literally, the first day I'm at Snyder, the trucker company, the school called me, was like, hey, this is Ivan? I'm like, yeah, man, we're ready. We're ready to accept your money, man, and we're open for business now, man. I told him, I'm like, bro, I am finished with trucking school, and I graduated, and I'm actually orientation. I'm my first week at Snyder, man. He's like, what? Oh man, you couldn't wait on us, man. I'm like, hell no, bro. I said, what? Wait. I said, man, I got bills, bro. I'm behind on bills. I went to trucking school, bro. I couldn't wait. I couldn't afford to wait, to be honest. Like, no, bro. Get my car repo and shit. I couldn't afford it. And then, we hung with the phone. That's about it. That was always funny to me. Like, damn, you want me to wait? Hell no, bro. Shit, I ain't gonna wait on you. So, back to the story. So while I was on Snyder, we call it Snyder School, because basically it's like a school again. You learn your pre-trip again. It's like you go over your pre-trip, but you get like a piece of paper this time. They tell you they want to see, can you drive? They want to know, can you back up? You're going over your 90 and stuff like that, because sometimes these people, they get out of who's unexperienced. Like people in my class, right, who's a Snyder with me. So these people, remember, I finished in October. Some of these people didn't finish. They finished back early in the year in February or something. I don't know why. It took them a long time to find a job, or they wasn't looking. Everybody got their own story. So literally, it's like trucking school again, but a lot faster, but easier to me. So I never forget, man. I thought I passed the test or whatever. I took a pre-trip test and a road test and all that, backing test or whatever. Yeah, I was off to work. I'll be honest. I thought a lot of people gotta go over the road. They do have to go over the road for trucking, your first trucking job, majority of the time. I got lucky, y'all. I thought, I'll never forget. They told me, hey, you'll be working West Rockland County. It's outside of Milwaukee. It's like 20 minutes away. I'm like, actually, I checked where my job is. It's actually only 20 minutes away from my home. So I'm like, cool. So I met my trainer. I'm thinking I'm gonna be gone for 2 weeks of training and stuff like that. I packed my bag for a couple weeks or whatever, and find out no. He said, well, you gonna go home tonight? What you gonna do? I'm like, oh, yeah, enough. I'm like, I guess I go home. So, cause when I found out my account, it was a semi-local account. Meaning that some days I be home, some days I be spending the night in my truck. Talk about getting lucky, right? And I was getting paid per hour, and I was getting paid per load. So, yeah, man, I was like, I'm over here talking to my trainer. After, I think it was 2 weeks of training, basically. No, take that back. It's 1 week. I only did 1 week of training. Yeah. And after the end, I was talking to him, so I was like, well, I spent on my truck. He just kept it 100. Like, well, you live in Milwaukee, right? I'm like, yeah. He said, well, to be honest, man, that you're going to probably spend the night at home most of the time. Yeah, some days you will spend the night in your truck, but most of the time, man, you'll probably be at home. I'm over here thinking, like, I thought it was an over-the-road account. He said, nah, this is dedicated. And so I'm like, I was going home every night throughout the week, man. My train was cool. Remember, he's testing me too throughout the week, make sure I can drive. So I'm driving, I'm backing in, the docks and stuff like that. And yeah, I'm pretty much on my own after the first week. After the Friday came, I had weekends off. He was like, hey man, you did good, and well, congratulations. This is your account now, and that's it. That's all he left. Basically said to me, man, was like, hey, you already got the job. You're a good driver. You're good. Working your back in a little bit, but that comes from practice, and you off your own. You're on your own now. I'm like, cool. And yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie, that was the best first job working at Schneider, man. But some people didn't like it. I stayed for 1.5 years, man. I left because I wanted more opportunity. I just wanted more money and stuff like that. I enjoyed that. Yeah, like I said, man, they got good safety training and stuff like that. They was patient with me. My backing got better. Practice makes perfect. And like I said, man, I had a good time with Schneider, man. I like Schneider. So especially coming out of school, man, it was pretty cool. Like I said, I remember I got my first pay. Remember I told you I was broke. So the rest of the checks I was getting, I was in Schneider school. It was like I said, it was like maybe $450 a week I was getting at the time. My training pay. And I was just doing that to just try and catch on the rope on my car payments and rent and shit. I was behind on bills. Then when I got my first check, I never forget. I worked 1 full week, and truck you usually paid a week. After I worked that full week, I saw my paycheck. It was $1,167 and some change. I believe 32%. You just don't forget. I didn't forget. I saw that, and I come from factory work, stuff like that. So my checks usually in factories, man, I'm making maybe after taxes $540, $600. If I work overtime, I might see $700 or something. But I did a lot of work to get that $700. The truck, man, was smooth and everything. My first check after taxes, $1,167 and some change. Man, I was happy as hell, man. I'm like, what the hell? Look at my wife, and show my wife the check. I'm like, my check. She said, oh wow, that's big. I'm like, hell yeah, man, this is pretty good. Starting off already, I'm making that much money. Fresh out of trucking school, that's kind of hard for some people to make. Sometimes some people get blessed to get lucky to get good paying jobs right after school. Some people don't. I hear people get $800, $700 a week or whatever. They gotta do at first. Sometimes it's companies paying more than that now, but I heard stories. People say, man, my check was only $800 this week or whatever. And I was preparing for that, to be honest. But then after I see my first check with that, then I was able to celebrate. I took my wife out to eat and everything on me and stuff like that. And pretty much, man, truck is pretty much just meat and bones, man. Meat without the bones, man. It was just tender meat too. I started getting $1,400 checks after taxes, $1,600. My biggest check at Schneider was like what? One of my biggest checks, I say, it's like $1,687 after taxes. I got a bonus after that. I got one check for over $1,700, and this is all in a week, every week. And remember, I'm still a rookie, man. This is within my first year I'm making these type of checks. So now I'm feeling myself, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. Now I'm feeling myself. Now I'm making these decent checks and shit while working at Schneider. Hold on, y'all. I'm checking my GPS, my stuff like that. Hold on. I'll make sure I got everything right. Okay, cool. Yeah, on my way to Pennsylvania, y'all. So yeah, on my way to Pennsylvania right now. Left Wisconsin earlier today. I'm in Ohio now on my way to Pennsylvania. I'm in a thing called Ohio Pint. So that's where I'm at right now. I got loaded for Pennsylvania tomorrow. So yeah, that's what I got going on, man. It's pretty cool out here. Like I said, I'm starting making big checks. I was over the bill out there. They would fix my credit a lot better. My credit was in the 400, y'all. My credit was piss poor. Now my stuff in the 700s now. You see what I'm saying? I was able to fix my credit. Well, I ended up getting a car and everything like that. Clothes, jewelry, stuff. Just, off trucking. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Trucking changed good for me, y'all. It did. I got money in my pocket every week. You know what I'm saying? I'm not working no trucking job they did every other week. I did that before, a local position, and I didn't like it. I'm like, y'all, hell no, this is trucking, y'all. I got spoiled already getting a check every week, so I quit that job. I worked there for like 10 minutes and I quit that. And I'm like, well, back over the road or something, because I just can't. I did over the road though with another company, and I'm with this company going over the road. So yeah, I like it. It's peaceful. Got my own bed and everything like that. So yeah, it's just me. I don't got no kids. It's just me and my wife pretty much. So I come home on the weekends for a 34-hour reset. I'm back over the road. The checks is good. Can't complain, man. You know what I'm saying? Can't complain. I be seeing classmates and stuff like that in trucking too, and they was going through it, man. It was like worse than me. There's the homeless shelters and stuff in trucking school, and now they got jobs and stuff like that. One of them bought BMWs and Porsches. One of them just got a house last year, stuff like that. These people used to be like homeless, but now they doing pretty well for themselves, man. The trucking trains their life. The money's pretty good, man. Not too many jobs where after school you're gonna be making over $1,000 to $2,000 a week easy. It's not that many jobs like that. Yeah, some colleges you got to go to school for engineering or something like that, but let's be honest, a lot of jobs not paying that, man. So just go to trucking school, and some people don't like it. Me, I love it. I love what I do. Not many people can say they can love their job, so pretty cool with that. But all right, y'all, let me finish trucking. I got feeling somebody about to call me, and CDL money out, man. And yes, I want to say you can get a job right after school. You just gotta get to looking. Me personally, I think y'all should go to Snyder. I think Snyder worked out fine for me. I don't know how much their over the road pay is, but I just got lucky. Like I said, sometimes stuff happens. If you don't get $1,000 checks right away, because they gonna come. Because me, I average. I ain't trying to like you can see it, nothing, but I average $1,800 checks all the time. Sometimes $2,000 checks, or whatever. That's my average now. I'm spoiled. I'm spoiled, man. So. Yeah, that's easy. And I got like over 3 years experience. So the more experience I get, the more pay I get. You see what I'm saying? So, hey, I'm spoiled all here. Will I ever go back to regular jobs? Hell no. Hell no. I'm cool on that. So, nah. But all right, y'all, I'm out of here. Y'all have a good one. CDL money out.